All right, Jazz Singh, welcome to Radio Days. We know that you're not directly related to radio. What are you doing here?
I'm here speaking at the Inclusive Summit. I'm about to go on stage soon, so I'm super excited about that.
Jazz, you told me that you are still serving a sentence, and that is what has motivated you to do this Inclusive Summit, to reach out to other people.
Well, I believe that talent is everywhere and talent is equally distributed across the planet, but opportunity is not. So I've come here to represent that hidden community of talent that's locked up in prisons and excluded schools, and it's hard to reach. And what we're trying to do here with an Inclusive Summit is get people to actually look at hiring people from that community with a different lens.
So you believe in this second opportunity, a real second opportunity?
I believe in second opportunities, but I also believe in fair opportunities or a fair chance, because some people need a second and third opportunity, but we should always give people that equitable chance to rebuild their lives.
Well, we're here in Athens, and you told me that you had a philosophy class, and they were speaking about Socrates. Would you have ever imagined that years after you would be standing in Athens near this legacy?
Well, absolutely not. I don't believe Hollywood would have written that story. I was in Pentonville prison when I first heard the story of Socrates and his mantra that he didn't want to live in a world he couldn't question. And on Tuesday, I'll be visiting Socrates prison. So I've gone from Pentonville to philosophy's master within the 6-year sentence. And for me, that's the ability that the human has where impossible can become I'm possible.
Jazz, and what was the turning point for you?
For me, it was when I had to stare into my own darkness and my own life journey, and I had to stare into me. And I believe that a human only has to make 3 turns to really find out who they are and how they fit in. Yeah, and the first turn is inwards. We need to face all of our trauma, all of the things that we suppress. And secondly is we then need to go upwards and find a source, find a God, find something, the universe, whatever you want to call it. And then once you've connected those two, spread it outwards.
And through this transition that you've made, have you met people who were found in this same path, and have you seen their life change?
Absolutely. I believe that all of us have a resurrection story within us. It's just not out there. And that's why I'm really a fan of what radio does and podcasting does. It gets those voices that are voiceless to be heard.
And you told me, when I said this phrase, are you in the radio business? And you said, not there yet. Do you have this entrepreneur spirit? Is that what you convey?
I'm certainly using this as an opportunity to network really hard, and I've met some fantastic people already. I've got a few podcasting ideas, but also about getting that voices of, as I said, the voiceless to be heard, to be aired, because at the moment we have a bit of a Hollywood sort of mantra that, certain people have to be heard and they're at front stage, but it's the people behind them or behind the curtain that we really need to put center stage.
You told me that you're going to visit Nelson Mandela's jail very soon. How is this impactful for you?
Well, I'm part of the Global Freedom Fellowship by the Incarcerated Nations Network, and on Thursday I fly off to Cape Town. So part of that trip is I will be standing in Nelson Mandela's prison cell while I'm serving my prison sentence. And again, that's a remarkable thing for me to say within a sentence. But I also believe that every prison sentence must stop with a full stop. We must give people the right and the dignity to rebuild their lives after they've served their debt to society. And I do believe, not just here in Europe, but across the world, we have a very medieval approach to rehabilitation.
What are the results? What have you seen? Do you remember anybody in particular that you've said, this has been worth it, this project has been worth it?
Oh, I've got so many inspirational people around me and behind me. And I think there's a saying, your vibe attracts your tribe. I think I've worked on my vibe as I've got older, and because of that, the frequencies change. So I'm tuning into different people. So I'm running it on, let's say, a DAB format rather than an AW or FM format.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.